All right, here we go. Just past Christmas. And one day after Christmas, we're in between Christmas and New Year. So today, we're going to wring out some holiday tension. Tension from the holiday we just had. Tension from the holiday coming up. And maybe those tension releasing twists will help our gut and our digestion a little bit. Maybe from all the food, sugars, and other things that we maybe ate too much of that we maybe shouldn't have. And we're just going to open things up and have a nice, invigorating practice. So have a block and a strap at the ready. You might need it. And some wall space because, yes, we're going to do some nice opening, twisting stretches at the wall. So let's do this. To the mat. We're just going to start. Inhale, the arms up. And exhale, release to the side. And as you're inhaling, you're lengthening the spine, maybe getting a little taller. And on the exhale, you're maintaining that length, but relaxing the arms and the shoulders. Now let's add a little heel raise in there as we inhale. And exhale, lowering back down. One more. And let's do some nice big arm circles going forward. And going back. And let everything just relax, be nice and loose. Do the Michael Phelps, as I like to call it. And give a little shake out. And let's inhale. Step the left foot behind, dropping down. Exhale, coming back up. We need two more each side. And bring it back to center. Then we're just going to bring our heel towards our butt, just waking up those hamstrings. We're not arching the back, just using the hamstrings. Getting our heel to touch the butt is not the goal, it's just the direction in which it is going. And then we're going to take, squat down, and come up, nice tall to a single leg stance. Squat down, the other side. Inhale, and exhale. Try and stay upright, that usually helps. Two more on each side. Then bring it down. Sweep it up. Inhale, turn those palms up. Exhale, release. All right, let's inhale. Right foot behind, right arm up. Left hand grabs that right wrist. Inhaling and lengthening. Exhale, center. And the other side. Pull that left side long. Let's get two more on each side. And back to center. There we go. Wow. Get that. Or we'll take one of our blocks. Give it a squeeze above the knees, not at the knees. Bring your feet in together as close as is comfortable. They don't have to be touching. Your feet might not touch comfortably. That's okay. And then inhale, bring the arms up. Lengthen that tailbone down. And on the exhale, squeezing that block. Nice hinge to a forward fold. Make sure we're keeping that back long, that spine long. Knees bent as we need to. Let's inhale, reverse that hinge back up. And on the exhale, we're going to release into chair pose. And let's inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, hinging down to our forward fold. Get the sides a little stretch out as you need to. Inhale, reverse that hinge. And on the exhale, we're going to take twisting chair to our right. Press those palms together. And exhale, release the center. Inhale, press up. And on our exhale, we're going to dive back down to forward fold. Inhale, reverse that hinge. And on the exhale, we'll take twisting chair to our left. And an exhale, return to center. Press back up on the inhale, nice and tall and long. And on the exhale, nice hinge back to our forward fold. Keep those shoulders plugged in. You don't want to be here. Draw the abdomen in, using the abdominals and our quads to pull ourselves down, squeezing the block, activating our adductors, those inner thigh muscles, so our hamstrings can actually start to release and lengthen, and we don't feel it all in our back. Now we gently bend the knees so that our torso and thighs come together. Torso, the combination of both. You may have to adjust your block a little, and that's okay. Let everything relax. So fold the arms, head, neck, release. And we'll release the arms. And from here, we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time. We'll set that block aside at the top of our mat, if you're not already there. Inhale the arms up, tailbone lengthens down. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, come up to half forward fold, half flat back. And exhale, we're going to release all the way down to a forearm plank. Elbows under the shoulders, wrists lined up with elbows, palms down, fingers spread wide, pressing into the floor. Quads are active, heels pressing back as if we're pressing them into a wall. If you struggle with the plank or with that activation, you can actually turn yourself so that you are pressing your heels into the wall. Might be something to try. Just some suggestions to throw out there. And lower all the way down. Move the elbows just outside the shoulders. Then let's inhale, lengthen up into a baby cobra. You can move those elbows forward as you come up to wherever feels just right. Shoulder blades are pulled down and back so our chest is open. I want to be here. And release back down. And this time we're going to come up to a plank on our left side. So if you need to keep your knees down, you can keep your knees down and do it. If you're ready for feet up, you can even keep one in front. It's a little bit of a hip opening component. Lower back down. Flip it back over. Or onto the belly, I should say. We're going to lengthen up into our little baby cobra again. And then we're going to lower down and we're going to take our side plank onto our right side. Use whichever way is best for you right now. It allows you to keep form and perform it adequately. Lower down. And this time, we're going to press back into a down dog. Fingers are spread wide. Weight should be on the index fingers and thumbs. Shoulders, you want to think of your triceps as rotating in towards each other. Abdomen pulled in, hips sitting high and back. And the goal is to be long in the spine. We're not concerned with getting our heels down. If I get my heels down, I might start to round. We want the spine to be long. If that means bending the knees a little bit, bend the knees a little bit. Maybe give it a try just to see how your body feels and responds in the different positions and different stretches. And you can paddle the legs here a little bit if you like. Let's inhale that right foot up. Exhale, bring it back down, and now the left. Exhale, bring it down. Right one back up. And this time on the exhale, step it between the hands for runner's pose. And let's, on an inhale, sweep up to crescent. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhale here. And on the next exhale, take it to crescent twist. If you need to put that back left knee down, you can do that as well. Exhale, release to the center. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, hinge back down to our runner's pose. And then on an exhale, step back to our down dog. Inhale the left one up. Exhale, step it forward to runner's pose. And inhale, sweep on up to crescent. Exhale, hands to the heart center. Inhaling here. And exhale, crescent twist to our left. Remember that right knee can go down if you need to. If not, make sure that quad is active, lifting and lengthening that right leg. And an exhale, return to center. Inhale the arms back up. Exhale, nice hinge down to runner's pose. Find a little bit of length here again. Let's step back to our down dog. And then we're going to look up on an inhale. On an exhale, walk, step, or jump your feet to your hands to forward fold. Inhale, let's reverse our hinge up nice and tall and long. On the exhale, drop the left, lengthen the right side. Inhale the left up. And exhale, drop the right, lengthen the left. Inhale the right back up. And exhale, release the arms to the sides. And let's take a wide stance. We'll turn those toes in as much as we comfortably can. Up top, quads active, pulling those kneecaps up. Let's inhale the arms up. And on the exhale, nice and sweet with the chest down. Quads are still active because that's what's allowing us to actually stretch our hamstrings. So if you feel that your quads aren't active and then you try to and it feels like too much stretch on those hamstrings, raise yourself up. Use a block so that you can do it properly and correctly and not just focus on getting in an ultimate form of a shape as determined in your mind. It's not about touching the floor, putting your head to the floor. Activate those quads, lengthen and stretch the hamstrings. Alright, let's walk it over to the right ankle. If you want, you can give the left knee a little bend. And then let's walk it over to the left ankle, bending the right if you'd like. And walk it to the right one more time. And to the left one last time. And return to center. You can kind of come side to side a little bit, sit the hips back, opening the hips, stretching the adductors, those inner thighs a little bit more. And then let's walk it over to the right. Turn that right foot towards the short edge of the mat. The left heel is down, foot turned in, about 45, 30 degrees. And let's inhale, lift the torso a little, raise the arms out to the side. Left quad is active, lengthening that left leg, pressing down through that left heel, left outer edge of the foot, outer edge of the left foot. Inhale, sweep up to warrior one. On an exhale, open to warrior two. Watch that front right knee. Make sure it doesn't collapse in. Stays facing forward. Let's inhale, dip back to reverse. And then we're going to exhale and take it right down into our triangle. And if you'd like, you can reach that left arm overhead. Get a little more length on that left side. Left arm back up. exhale, sweep on down to pyramid pose. Square up those hips. Level out, lengthen the spine and the legs. And we bend that knee back down to where we started. And then let's walk it over to the other side. Get ourselves set up and ready. And we'll inhale a little lift, arms out to the side. Right leg, right quad active and engaged now. Inhale, swoop on up to warrior one. On an exhale, open to warrior two. Let's inhale, dip back to reverse. And on an exhale, we'll take it right to our triangle. And don't forget to use a block if you need it. And if you'd like, extend that right arm overhead. Right arm back up. And then we'll sweep it on down to our pyramid pose. I'm going to bend that knee back down to where we started. Walk it back to the center. Now we're going to put our hands on our hips. Quads are active. On an inhale, hinge right on up. And we're going to turn our heels out, or heels in and toes out. Might have to walk them in a little bit. Bring our arms to the side, elbows level with the shoulders. Spin the pinkies out a little bit. And let's drop down into a little squat. And press right back up. Back to center. Shake out. All right, now we're going to take it to the wall. And let's start. We'll place the hands on the wall, walk the feet back. basically coming into our down dog at the wall. So adjust your hands and your feet as you need to. Lengthening the arms. Pull the abdomen in. Yes, quad should still be active here. Now let's take that left hand, place it on the outside of the right knee, kind of rotating, looking under the right armpit. It should stay square. Make sure you're still lengthening through that right arm. We get this twist in here. It makes it stretch a little bit more. Make sure you're still keeping it long and not collapsing. If you feel that you are, come up a little bit higher. And then let's bring that left hand back. And we'll take the other side. Right hand outside the left. Rotating, looking under that left armpit. And bring that right hand back. Lift the toes a few times if you'd like. And then let's walk it up. We'll shake out, and now we're going to put the feet to the wall. We're going to start with the right. Bring the right foot up. Make sure those left toes stay facing forward. We have a tendency, if we feel imbalanced and really tight, to want to turn them in or out. Make sure they stay forward so we're getting optimal contact point in the hips. Things aren't rubbing on what they shouldn't. All right, we're up tall here. That left quad active. We're just going to bend and straighten, slowly bend and straighten. Engage and start to lengthen that right leg. And we'll lengthen out as straight as we can make it. Up tall. Left leg still nice and straight. Holding here. Start with an easy twist first. Right hand on the inside of that right leg. Left hand sweeps open to the left. Keep the shoulders relaxed. Now sweep that left hand back in, right around to the outside of the right leg, and that right arm sweeps open. Keeping yourself tall and long. Sweep that right arm back. Bend that right knee, sink into it, stay up tall. Left quad engage, pressing those hips forward, really opening up through the front side of the left hip. And lengthen that right leg again. As best we can. If you want to, you can pick those toes up off the wall. Really engaging the front side, really lengthening the back side, the underside. And release. Now we're going to level it out and do the other side. There we go. Left foot up. Right toes directly facing the wall. We'll start our gentle bending and straightening. Adjusting as we need to. Start to gently lengthen that out, that left knee. Find our center here. Start with easy twist. Twist left hand and inside of left leg. Inhale, that right arm open. Exhale, sweep that right arm back around outside the left. And inhale, sweep, that left arm open. Sweep that left arm back. Get a little bend in there. And then we'll straighten. If you'd like, if you're able, pick those left toes up off the wall. And release. Always makes everything feel nice and long and stretched out. All right, back to the top of our mat. Inhale those arms up. Exhale, release down to a forward fold. And we'll step back to a little down dog. Inhale, right foot up. I'm going to bend the knee, opening the hip, look under that right armpit. Hips back to level. And I'm going to swing that right knee to the right wrist. Scoot that left foot back. Level out the hips. Use a prop underneath that right hip if you need to, if you feel like you're collapsing down. Inhale, find length here. And on the exhale, keep that length. And release forward. Relax into it, don't resist. Let's walk it back up. Find our length here again. You can choose to keep it right here, or if you like, you can grab hold of that left foot with the right, or with the right, or with the left, depending on how you're feeling. And release. And we're set back to our down dog. And inhale the left up. And then bend that knee, open the hip, looking under the left armpit. Hips back to center. Left knee, left wrist. Right foot scoots back. Inhale, find length. Use props if you need them. And on the exhale, keep that length and release forward. And let's walk it back up. Find our length. And then if we like, we can grab hold of that right foot with the right or with the left hand. Or using your strap if you need to. You can do that as well. Release. Stepping back to our down dog. Then let's come, bring it to seated. Have our straps close to us for when we come all the way down. Let's bring the right leg out, left one in. Inhale those arms up. And on the exhale, right to right. Left hand keeps that left knee down. We roll that left shoulder back and open. And release back to center, and we'll switch. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, left to left. Keep that right knee down, right shoulder rolls back and open. back to center. Bend that left leg, knee, hip lined up. Stack that right one on top of it. Up tall, asana, a cow face pose. Nice stretch for the outer hip. And if you'd like, if you're able, you can hinge forward, let yourself come forward. A little more stretch. Bring it back up. Do the other side. Whether it likes it or not. Alright, tiptoe. Settling in, settling in. Then if you like, as you're ready, willing and able, you can gently start to come forward. Now we'll bring it back up. Untangle. I'm going to roll it all the way back. And we're going to take our block or blocks, if you have them. We're going to slide them under the hips, under the sacrum. Extend that left leg. Bring the right knee in. Engage the left quad. You'll get a deeper, more effective stretch and opening through the front of the hip. Release the right and bring the left in. Engage in that right quad. And release. We'll slide those on out and out of the way. Need our strap. Let's loop it on the right. Left leg out on the floor. Bring that right one up. Pressing that heel up. using our quad to help us pull that leg in closer. And let's drop it out to our right side. Bring it back up to center. And then take it over to the left. Back up, front and center. And let's lower that leg down. Switch our loops. Bring that left leg up. Pressing the heel to the best of our ability. Using that quad muscle. And let's drop it out to the left. Not too close to the wall. Back up to center. And down and over to the right. Back up to center. Lengthening a little bit more. And release. Down to the floor. We'll set that aside. Alright, let's bring the arms overhead. Interlace the fingers. Nice big deep inhale. Gathering up all your tension. Flex all your muscles. Make a face. Hold it. Hold everything. Exhale and release. Bring your arms to your sides. And take Shavasana. Let's roll it over to the right or left side to the fetal pose. Let's press it back up to seated. Nice and tall. Inhale, lengthen one last time. And exhale. Release to the heart center. Namaste. There you have it. You may now go to share your newly rejuvenated and enlightened, refreshed selves with the world. Yes. Great job out there today, team. And I'll see you next week.